Happy Monday, beautiful souls. Shamama Hunting Owl with a new message for us for this week. I hope everybody is doing awesome. I want to start by thanking you all for subscribing, liking, sharing the videos here on YouTube, as well as the Daily Card Reads, Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. I really recommend that you guys check those out. If you're not, looking at the daily cards, you're missing stuff, okay? You're missing really important pieces that can help you from the day-to-day in between these videos. So please check that out. The information under everything is Shamama Hunting Owl, so it's really easy to find, you guys. So definitely check that out. I also want to thank you guys for bearing with me. My laptop is still broken, and I have not yet been able to get the Patreon rewards up yet because of that. So for May, so just kind of hold tight. We're only halfway through the month. I promise I will get that stuff up once I get my laptop back or I get a new one, whatever the universe has for me on that whole thing. I'm just kind of going with the flow. Okay, also, I want to thank you guys for reaching out for sessions with me, readings and healing sessions last week. We had some tremendous sessions last week. Lots of great things come up for so many people. So thank you guys for that. And I also want to give a little plug and a shout out to a beautiful, beautiful woman who's part of this tribe. Her name is Katrina. And she is like, so many of us, a light worker, a healer, an empath, very spiritually connected. And she had reached out to me. She has a very interesting healing method, I guess you would call it, that helps identify blockages and any dark energies that may be around you. So she was lovely enough to gift me a session as a thank you for what I do here for the community. And I just wanted to, give her a shout out and let you guys know that what she does is really, really amazing. Now she does what she calls, I believe, the miracle method. And I'm going to share her information in the box beneath this video. So if you want to reach her, you can. And in the way she does it is she's got all of these charts, and she uses a pendulum, and she was able to identify different icky things that were around me that needed to be erased and removed, dissolved. She was also able to identify some blockages that I was having that went way, 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 way back on my career, my professional stuff. So I would definitely recommend that if you guys, want any insight or are looking for some help in those areas, to reach out to her. So thank you, Katrina. You're awesome. You're beautiful, and I really do appreciate everything that you've done for me, girl. So, mwah, love ya. Okay, so I have a whole bunch of notes, you guys, because there's so much going on, and I'm trying to think of where I want to start. Okay, so I want to start with like this past week. Oh my God, my heart was just like bubbling, bubbling, bubbling all week. And it was really funny because there was this like one day, and I think it was Thursday, maybe it was Friday, but Thursday I think it was, maybe Thursday or Friday, where I was like just tooling around and just feeling so expansive, just so much love, just, it was incredible and it was beautiful. And I kind of laughed because when I was feeling that way, it was like, okay, I know something's going to happen here. Something's going to try to trip me up or something. Or maybe I just, manifested it. I don't know. But sure enough, a few hours later that evening, I got hit with like 3 big fucking trigger tests in a row on 3 key issues that have been recurring themes in my journey that have needed to be healed. And what was amazing, what was absolutely amazing was, it was like as soon as these things came up, I recognized that these were tests, because I had been in such a high state of bubble love and happiness and just joy for everything and excitement, that this was like my time to prove if I could maintain that, that balance, that energy, that clarity, that staying in that loving space, and not get tripped up by what was going on. So these things came up, and I mean literally like 3 huge things in a row. And when I immediately recognized what was going on, I was like, okay, got this. Take a minute. Let's reflect. Let's not react. Let's see how all of this plays out into what is going on for me right now. And it was really huge because, you know, these things happen and we go through these experiences to see how far we've progressed, to see how far we've transformed. And I think, I mean, I would like to say that I passed those fucking tests right on, because I was able to keep myself, although I was like, fuck, really? Like, what the hell? You know, but I was able to recognize it. I was able to not react and throw myself off complete balance, because normally these 3 things would have pissed me the fuck off, okay? Would have made me like fucking furious, and also would have hurt me, okay? Because like people were being mean to me, and like it was just a fucking mess, and I was feeling disrespected, and I was feeling like, you know, people were questioning my worth, and I'm like, fuck this. I see what these are. I see what is happening very, very clearly. And I know who I am, and I know my worth, and I know I need to respect myself if I expect other people to respect me. And I am good, and I am going to be transparent, and I am going to be honest, and I'm going to be vulnerable, and I'm going to share from a very loving place the experience that I'm having related to these events. And fuck yeah, everything turned out beautifully, where normally those situations would have been an explosive fucking fuck you. It wasn't any of that. It wasn't any of that. It was all very divine, very beautiful. Everybody was in loving harmony because we were all on the same page once everybody expressed themselves, and it was great. So I want you guys to just be aware of when you are riding high, when something may happen, stop, think, you know, process through this situation. We are far beyond that immediate reaction of reacting in a negative way to things. We know how to use our heads and our hearts at the same time now, okay? We're not in that place of ego and fear and feeling attacked and da-da-da. We know who we are, okay? So be aware that these kinds of things are going to be coming up right now. Okay, what else do I want to talk about? Okay, also, being in the present, okay? Right now, not even just for right now though, for all the time. It is so important that we stay in the now, the present fucking moment. Not worrying about yesterday, not worrying about tomorrow. Be in the now. This second now. No, this second now. Not 5 minutes ago, but now, okay? That is because every moment we are changing, we are shifting, we are growing, okay? Who we were yesterday is not who we are today. And we need to let those things go and continue to progress forward. So staying in the now, being in the present moment is going to be crucial for getting through this Taurus moon that's coming tomorrow for all of us. And it's going to be crazy, especially for those of you who saw the card on Saturday. I think it was Saturday. A lot of you got scared over the card because, what was it? Shit's about to get real was the card that came out from the Rebel deck. And it's true. Shit's about to get real. Which is why I called this video Dance with the Bull, okay? Because we need to learn to maneuver, to dance with this energy that is coming up, to be fluid with it, to not resist it, but to kind of do the tango with it, okay? To flow along. All right, so let me see what else. All right, new moon. Let's talk about the new moon, okay? New moon's in Taurus, and it's a beautiful energy. Taurus is always about practical stability, but this Taurus new moon, because it's got Uranus involved in it the next day, is going to bring up some significant shifts. So when the card said shit's about to get real, shit's about to get real. Let me see, because I wrote down a bunch of stuff, you guys. So let me put on my little glasses here and just make sure I cover all of this shit with you guys. Okay, so massive shifts are coming, bringing huge surprises. Now, these surprises are going to be delivering you to where you need to be. They may not look anything like how you wish or hope to be or get to those places, but rest assured, they are coming in at a very, very perfect time to strip away those things that don't serve you, okay? So be ready for changes, big fucking changes to occur, and lots of surprises, twists and turns on this fucking journey, guys. So many twists and turns, and we are ready. Be prepared for a huge twist and turn through this Taurus cycle. What's beautiful is we have an increased confidence coming into us to eliminate the obstacles and the things that have been in our way from gaining our highest happiness. So we are going to feel much more confident in removing and eliminating those things that have been standing in our way. We're coming to a place where we're going to be asking ourselves, with almost everything that goes on in our lives, does this make me feel happy? Like, every instance, does this make me feel happy? Is what I'm doing right this second, sitting here being Shamama, making me feel happy? Well, fuck yeah, it is. Okay, keep doing it. Is what I was doing 20 minutes ago fucking making me happy? I don't know. Maybe not. Maybe I need to change that. And because it's bringing that new perspective on what brings us joy, combined with the confidence to eliminate the things that are standing in our way, we are ready. We are ready to make some tremendous changes. And that's where these shifts are going to come. We're seeing the things that are not working for us, okay? And we're ready to break those patterns. Again, another level. There's so many of us who are still holding on to things that just don't serve us, okay? And it can't all be stripped away at once, but we're coming higher and higher into the level of understanding that, okay, this isn't doing it for me anymore. It needs to fucking go. Okay, there's also this amazing and beautiful Venus energy attached to all of this. And Venus is about love and flowing with the love. And so there's going to be a willingness to take initiative toward love, toward affection, toward romantic relationships. There's a real desire for affection coming up right now. And I know for me, they showed, that there's a huge amount, again, of heart and throat chakra expansion being done, upgrades being done, that is going to allow us to feel that bubbling in our hearts and to be able to speak it. So there's going to be a lot of communication coming up, you guys. So for those of you who may not be in communication with your twin right now, the unexpected should be expected, Things are about to really shift and change. So just go with the flow and know that truths are going to be spoken. Hearts, the truth of your heart is going to be spoken. It's going to be a huge push for that. Also knowing that the bull stands for perseverance and determination. So with that increased confidence that we have in being able to do things, we have this tremendous amount of perseverance and determination to get shit done. That combined with Uranus's your restless energy, boom, lots and lots of changes are going to happen. I think that, I read somewhere, and you guys know, I'm not an astrologer, so I pick bits and pieces of what, all of this means, combined with the messages that I get to put these things together for you. But they're showing is that this restless energy is really what is driving this force. And this hasn't happened in 60 fucking years that the planets have been in this exact formation. I don't know what the fuck you call it. But so this hasn't been an energy that we felt for like 60 years. So this is powerful. This is going to drive a tremendous amount of change for us. So go with the flow. Learn to dance with the bull, you guys. Have your little fucking red little cape and, you know, swing it around and don't let the horns get you. Also, part of what's really important for this, to get through it in a gentle way, is to make sure that you are nurturing, that you are in a very nurturing energy for yourself, for those around you. Patience. Patience is a virtue, guys. And I know so many of us have been on this journey for so long and we're like, we've been patient, we've been patient, we've been patient. We are old pros now at patience. Nurturing, patience, and inner stability. Don't get hit by those horns. Do not get thrown off your game. Stay in your power of who you are. Recognize the shit when it comes up and go with it. Do the dance. You've got this, you guys, okay? Okay, one other thing I want to talk about, and then we'll get into the cards. So I've had lots of visions and dreams this past week about snakes and peacocks. Peacock feathers and snakes. And what was beautiful, and the snakes were not a bad thing, you guys. This was not like evil poison venom snakes. This was actually beautiful shedding of our skin. Another level of transformation. And it was like crazy because like these were these like little tiny snakes, and all of a sudden their skins, and they were everywhere, like all over the place. And they started shedding their skin, and they went from these tiny little baby snakes to these monster giant snakes, right? And it was, they were showing me that this moon is bringing a tremendous transformation, okay? They were like growing us from babies to these huge fucking snakes. Like there was a tremendous maturity, okay? A huge jump in how much growth we will do during this cycle right now. What was also beautiful with these snakes was they were showing me the caduceus. You know, the fucking, the sign, the rod with the snakes and the right? And it was very representative of the healing that is taking place, but they showed me the kundalini, okay? And a tremendous rise that we are going to feel during this cycle in the kundalini energy, okay? So be prepared for that, all right? Clear your chakras, do your work, you guys, because there is going to be a tremendous, and it's like the healing was taking place in that kundalini rising, okay? So expect your sexual energy to go up, guys, and deal with it the best you can, especially if you're not with your twin right now. Thank God for 5D communication, right? All right. The other thing was the peacock feathers. And what I found interesting about the peacock feathers, what I did like some looking into about peacocks and stuff, was that peacocks are one of the few animals that can actually eat a poisonous snake without getting sick, which I thought was really fucking cool, because we had the snake dream and then the peacocks, and it all kind of just flowed. And so I thought that was kind of interesting. But what they really showed me about the peacocks was the feathers and the eye in the feather. And they showed me that it was like 1,000 eyes of heaven watching over us, okay? And giving us the knowledge and the vision from a heavenly perspective. So taking our understanding of what's happening right now to a much higher level of understanding. It was like being flooded with this new knowledge, and seeing it with like 1,000 new eyes. So it was really fucking cool. And I wish they would give me some new eyes so I wouldn't have to wear these fucking glasses, you guys. So it was really beautiful and really cool. So there's a tremendous amount, an abundance of knowledge that is coming in for us through this moon cycle. All right, so that's it for those notes. Let's get to the reading, you guys. What did I use? I used the Aso Tarot, okay, the Aso Zen Tarot. And I used my Mother's Day gift from my little darlings, who I love so much, the Mystical Shaman Oracle, okay? Beautiful. I used this deck for this morning's reading also. You guys check it out, Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Okay, so the underlying energy, you guys, is patience, which is what I was just talking about. And I hope you guys can see that really good. Okay, patience, moon cycles, patience, going through the cycles of the moon, okay? Sitting peacefully, just being okay with it all. You know, like this is a pregnant mama. It takes 9 months to cook that baby, 10 months, really, 40 weeks, like almost 10 months, right? So allow the time. Feel peaceful and grounded in that energy, okay, of holding that space, of just being patient, knowing that all good things are coming, having that faith. You know, she's not worried about her baby cooking in that belly. She just knows when it's time, baby's gonna come. Doesn't matter if it's 9 months, doesn't matter if it's 6 months. When that baby wants out, that baby's gonna come out. And she's not worried about it. She's not worried about it. She's just sitting there very peaceful, completely grounded in her energy. Very clear, like you see all the colors of the chakras around her. Very clear in her energy, guys. That's what I'm saying. Really work on clearing your chakras right now. Getting stable in your energy. All right, Divine Masculine. Divine Masculine, what are these poor Divine Masculines going through right now? And I want to just remind you, it's not just the other person. This is about your own Divine Masculine in yourself if you're not fully balanced right now, if you're feeling a little off in areas. Okay, so this is not just talking about the feminine being and the masculine person, like two separate people. This can be going on inside inside us. Both energies are going on inside both us individually, as well as the other person. Okay? Yeah, got it. Okay, aloneness. Fucking masculine is feeling very alone. Okay? And really dark. They see the light. I mean, they're looking. They see the light. They're looking toward the light. But they feel like they're doing this ride all by themselves. And it's cold and it's dark, but they can see the light. If they look at it, they have to look at it. They have to understand that they're not alone. And so many of the masculine don't really fully understand how this journey works. Okay, that the communication that they're hearing, the thoughts in their head, the feelings in their heart, that is their higher guidance, that is their twin talking to them, that is us leading their way. So they're feeling lonely. They're feeling the aloneness. They're feeling their divine feminine gone, pulled away. They're feeling that absence, okay? And it's scary. It's a scary place for them right now, okay? And their minds. Next card for the masculine. Look at this card, you guys. It's like, to me, it was like mind meltdown, okay? Their heads are just like, blah! They are like losing their fucking minds because the aloneness is making them a little batshit crazy. We all have been through that, Divine Feminine. We know what that aloneness, what that distance, what that silence used to do to us. It used to make us feel dark and used to make our brains feel like we were going to fucking lose our shit, okay? We are now at a place, Divine Feminine, where that doesn't happen really anymore. We are comfortable and confident in knowing that the silence brings healing, okay? But the masculine is all up in their fucking head. Their minds literally feel like they're melting down because they are feeling so many things and hearing so many things that they don't know what to do with it all. Okay? And the reason they're feeling all of this stuff is because the healing that's taking place for them is the conditioning and their past lives. So I'm going to show these guys to you. Okay? So we have the conditioning card and past lives. This is what's going on for them. Okay? We are breaking down the patterns, the templates of how they were raised, the conditioning. This is part of the reason why their fucking brains are going crazy. Because everything they thought was real, they're realizing isn't. It was an illusion. It wasn't really making them happy. It wasn't, the 3D shit's not fulfilling them. It's not bringing them joy. They know, they're feeling that call that there's more, there's more, there's more. Again, they're asking themselves, does this make me happy? Does doing this make me happy? And they're answering no to a lot of that. So it's time for that conditioning to break down. So the templates are shattering. The walls are coming down around them. And a lot of it has to do with past life karmic shit. Okay, so there you go. Karmic things falling apart again. Relationships, work, situations, life experiences coming down, needing to go. So that's why they're all in their heads going, bah, it's crazy. But what's beautiful is the next card for the masculine. And this came out right under the aloneness card, which I'm going to share them together in a second, which is the Fool. Okay? Now, if you look at the alone card, he's there on a cliff. You know, you can see, and it's all dark, and he's walking toward the light. That's the sun coming up. Well, guess what? He realizes, as this conditioning, as these karmic things break down, as he asks himself, does this make me happy? And he says, no. That he can walk away, continue to walk toward that light, and guess what? He can step off that fucking cliff with faith, knowing, fully knowing that he is supported. Supported by the divine, supported by his feminine, supported in his faith. That he is being brought to a new beginning, okay? A breaking dawn in his journey, in his process, okay? The new moon is about new beginnings. Endings of the darkness, endings of the mind chatter, endings of the conditioning, endings of the karmic shit, okay? And stepping out into a new day dawning, starting over. We always get a chance every fucking day when we wake up in the morning to start fresh, to make today different. And they're hearing that and understanding that, okay? And taking that chance to jump off the cliff, to be okay, knowing like a little bird getting pushed out of the nest, they have wings and they will fly. It will be fine, okay? So what's beautiful is as the masculine takes this Fool jump of faith, they receive a tremendous amount of new vision, okay? New perspective. Everything is new for them. They see things with, again, 1,000 eyes of the heavens, right? This tremendous new vision comes to them. They can see things differently. They are more connected. They are hearing things and believing that, holy fuck, maybe this really is, the voice or the experience or these synchronicities are real. They're putting the pieces together, you guys. And this new vision is flooding them, okay? And what's really cool is as they get this new vision, they want to share it. They want to share it with the Divine Feminine, okay? These cards are offering to the Divine Feminine in the reading, okay? This little feast with the candle and the pomegranate and the grapes that they are offering is they're sharing. They want to share this new perspective, this healed space, this faith with their feminine, okay? They're going to be ready to do that as we move through this cycle. Okay, Divine Feminine. Now you guys this is really kind of interesting because it's kind of a little bit of a mixed reading for the feminine. First card, Adventure. The Divine Feminine is looking at what's approaching us right now with this moon as an amazing adventure, okay? The Divine Feminine is not afraid of the shit's about to get real because we've been there. We've been through this. We know what that means. Anything taken away, anything broken down, anything stripped away from us is for our own good. And it brings us to a better something, okay? So we're seeing this as a beautiful adventure. A rainbow, the pot of gold. We've got it, okay? And we're seeing, and I love this, a ripeness to the gifts that are coming. The blessings. Like, we see the fruit on the tree as being ripe. The harvest is here. Like, we can get up there and we see this adventure and we're like, damn, we got this. And look, the fruit is ripe. It's juicy. It's like this fucking delicious reward that is coming forward. And we can celebrate. And the Divine Feminine can celebrate. and be happy. And again, this comes into being in the now moment, celebration of what's happening for you now in your life, and being playful, okay? Playfulness, finding joy, finding happiness, being playful, okay? Those energies, seeing this as an adventure, you know, embracing the deliciousness of all of this, the beauty, the passion, the celebration, the playfulness is what's going to help us ride this through as the feminine energy. What is going to happen now, and I want to just remind you of this, is that we also have things that are going to be coming up for healing, okay? As we always do. And the first thing is suppression. There are going to be some very deep things, issues coming up for the feminine that have been suppressed, deeply suppressed, you guys. Pieces of the puzzle, again, the thousand eyes of heaven are going to be showing us, showing us a new perspective on some old patterns, old fears, old things of guilt and shame that we have suppressed, that have made us doubt ourselves and doubt our self-worth. So understand and be ready to release. You see, this guy's all tied up in ropes. I hope you guys can see that really clearly. It's just things that have held us back. They're blocks, okay? Things that still need to heal. Doesn't need to be painful. It's going to be coming up into our awareness, though. The things that we have suppressed are going to be coming up into our conscious awareness to be healed, okay? And I can tell you just a little bit. Well, let me finish the card first. So we got suppression, awareness, and healing all together, okay? So be ready to heal it. Speak your truth. Let your heart heal, okay? Speak your truth. Let the healing come through for these things. You know, and listen to your inner voice. That's the last card for the feminine. Listen to your inner voice, because that's where the clarity is going to come to you. So I'm going to share I'm not going to share a lot of details, but I am going to share that something had come up for me, in addition to the tests and triggers the other night, for sexual healing that needed to be done. And there were some things that I was holding on to for my own, that I didn't even realize, had no idea were issues. And here I was, woken up out of a dead sleep at 2 a.m. with these thoughts and these feelings. And I saw very clearly how they related to my self-esteem, my worthiness, and how this sexual issue that I was still carrying, that I had suppressed, heavily suppressed, was affecting, or was going to affect, my relationship with my twin. And it was brought to my consciousness, my awareness, and it was brought up for healing. And all I had to do, you guys, it didn't take a lot of work, okay? It took the awareness. It took me listening to my inner voices, your inner voice, listening to your higher self, okay? To be able to process that through as what it all meant. And I was able to clear it like that, with just being aware of the pattern and where it stemmed from and how it came about. And when I saw it clearly, when I was really aware of it, I was able to just be like, yeah, that doesn't affect me anymore. I'm not that same person. So I can let all of that go now, because I've come so far. We've all come so far, you guys. So the last card for this whole reading is the card between the feminine and the masculine. And generally it's the union card. But today it was just a really special message, and it was from the mystical Shaman Tarot, or Oracle. So I want to read it from the book for you guys, okay? And it's called Beauty Way. And I want you guys to just kind of sit with the energy of the card for a moment. These cards are magnificent. I mean, really beautiful. Just focus on the picture. I'm going to read it from the book for you guys, okay? All right. And the essence of this card is the beauty way is both a path that you travel on and a daily practice. The path is where you choose to perceive only beauty before you, behind you, and all around you as you journey through life. The practice is where you take action to bring beauty to every situation you are in. When things get ugly, you act to bring integrity and peace to the difficult encounter. When anyone else perceives only darkness, you point out the light and help uncover the hidden treasures. The invitation to this card is, the Beauty Way invites you to create beauty in your life and to recognize the beauty inside yourself and in others. Stop to smell the roses, take a deep breath, look up at the stars, and recognize the splendor that surrounds you. See the beauty in whatever situation you find yourself in, and you will receive the lesson that life is teaching you in a kind and gentle way. Okay. Now, what I love about this card is it really talks about embracing, again, the adventure, Divine Feminine, the juiciness, the ripeness of this journey, and celebrating it, really celebrating it with beautiful playfulness. So this card just kind of sums that all up for you. And it talks about being in the now, being in this present moment, and bringing light and joy and beauty to everything around us. Reacting from a place of knowing that the path is full of beautiful, beautiful things. Not getting stuck in that place of thinking of it as hard, difficult, challenging. Okay? It is all a true test, yes. It's a test in life experience. It's a test in growth. It's a test into where we are as transformed, sovereign beings of light and love. Okay? So, I hope you guys enjoyed this. If you guys want sessions, again, I have like a 2 or 3 day at the most waiting period, depending on what time zone and where you live. Remember, I do this full time, so I fucking book my schedule, boom, 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 and I get on top of things. With that, you guys, I hope you have a beautiful, beautiful new moon. Enjoy the ride, dance with the bull. I'm sending you all so much love and light, gratitude and blessings, always, beautiful souls. Have a great week. I love you guys, and we'll talk soon. Bye-bye.